Stop making these academic writing mistakes in exam essays. Academic writing is a critical skill for success in comprehensive exams, yet many students make common mistakes that weaken their essays. Errors such as unclear thesis statements, informal language, excessive passive voice, lack of evidence, poor structure, and wordiness can significantly impact the quality of an essay. Avoiding these mistakes is essential to producing well-organized, persuasive, and professional writing. One of the biggest mistakes students make is failing to provide a clear and concise thesis statement. Without a strong central argument, essays become disorganized and unfocused. A good thesis should clearly state the main argument and outline the key points that will be discussed. For example, a weak thesis like "there are many factors that influence economic growth" lacks specificity, while a strong thesis such as "economic growth is primarily driven by technological innovation, government policy, and access to capital, all of which shape a nation's long-term development," provides clarity and direction. Another common issue is the use of informal or conversational language. Academic writing requires a formal tone, yet students often use contractions, slang, or casual phrases that weaken credibility. For instance, instead of writing, "This research shows that companies gotta focus on sustainability to stay in business," a more appropriate academic style would be, "This research indicates that companies must prioritize sustainability to maintain long-term viability." Maintaining a formal tone enhances the professionalism and persuasiveness of an essay. Overuse of passive voice is another problem that can make writing unclear and weak. While passive voice is sometimes necessary, excessive use can reduce the impact of arguments. For example, the passive sentence, "It is believed by many researchers that climate change affects global food supply," is less direct than the active alternative. "Many researchers believe that climate change affects global food supply." Using active voice where possible makes arguments more compelling and easier to follow. A lack of proper evidence and citations is another major mistake that weakens essays. Students often make broad claims without supporting them with credible sources. A weak argument such as "social media has a negative impact on mental health" lacks credibility, while a stronger argument like "Studies by Smith, 2021 and Jones, 2022, indicate that excessive social media use correlates with higher rates of anxiety and depression" is supported by research. Proper citation of sources not only strengthens arguments, but also demonstrates academic integrity. Poor paragraph structure and organization further contribute to weak essays. Each paragraph should have a clear topic sentence, supporting evidence, and a concluding sentence. Unfocused paragraphs that mix multiple ideas can confuse the reader. For example, a weak paragraph like "Technology has changed education a lot. Students use digital tools and online classes are common. Some people think this is bad, but others see it as good. Teachers also benefit because they can reach more students," lacks coherence. A stronger version would be, "Technology has significantly transformed education by enhancing accessibility and engagement. Digital tools allow students to collaborate remotely, and online classes provide flexible learning opportunities. Additionally, educators benefit from these advancements as they can reach a broader audience, improving overall educational outcomes." Well-structured paragraphs help maintain clarity and logical flow. Another common mistake is repetitive or wordy writing. Unnecessary repetition and overly complex phrasing can reduce the impact of arguments. Instead of writing, "Due to the fact that climate change is a growing issue, it is important that action is taken in order to mitigate its effects." A more concise version would be, "Since climate change is a growing issue, immediate action is necessary to mitigate its effects." Writing concisely makes essays more engaging and easier to read. Finally, many students end their essays with weak or ineffective conclusions. A strong conclusion should reinforce the main argument without merely repeating the introduction. Instead of writing, "In conclusion, many factors influence climate change, and it is a problem that needs solutions," a more impactful statement would be, "Given the severe consequences of climate change, urgent policy changes and technological innovations are essential to mitigate its effects and ensure a sustainable future." A strong conclusion leaves a lasting impression on the reader and reinforces the significance of the argument. Avoiding these common academic writing mistakes will significantly improve the quality of exam essays. By using a strong thesis, maintaining a formal tone, providing evidence, structuring paragraphs effectively, and writing concisely, students can enhance their academic writing skills. Mastering these techniques will not only help in comprehensive exams, but also in future academic and professional writing.